Hi, I am Jenni James, and today's lesson is the long haul. A lot of you guys have been asking me to kind of give you guys tips on how to keep with it, how to keep with your stories and how to finish your stories. So first off, I wanted to give you a random fact. Did you know that only 2% of authors ever finish their books? Ever? Only 2%. So if you've already finished a novel, give yourself a pat on the back. That is amazing. That is epic. You are already 98% better than anybody else who tries. Now, if you haven't finished a novel, then this lesson is definitely for you. So we are going to start now. When I teach, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I kind of like to teach with stories or with metaphors. So I'm going to use my hair today. I'm going to tell you a story, and I'm going to kind of explain. You'll get it in a minute. Okay, so first off, I don't know if you know this, but I have super long hair. If you can see. Can you see, kind of? It's really long, okay? And it comes all the way down to my bum, right? Well, actually, growing long hair is pretty hard. It's not something easy. It's not something that's fun, and it takes, it takes some years to do. So, unless you know a few secrets, and then it goes a lot quicker. So I wanted to share my hair growing secrets with you. For all you girls. I'm sure you boys won't really care. Please don't care. Okay? But for you girls, let's just do this really quick. So here's my little basket of goodies. First off, the first rule, if you ever wanted to grow hair, you need to know is, see these? These are your new best friends. Ditch your brush. For real. Get rid of it. A brush totally breaks off the ends of your hair and breaks your hair. It is the worst thing, and it doesn't matter what kind of brush it is. No, get rid of it. Plan on wide tooth combs and regular combs for you to use for your hair now. And they work great. These little ones, they can totally do that back comb to give you that little poof in back. So just plan on it, and that's how you want to be able to do. This is what you want to be able to use for your hair from now on out. From here on out. So also, you've got to pick a great shampoo. You've got to pick a great shampoo. My children are staring at me. And I use this one because my hair is really straight. So depending on what style of hair you have, you've got to pick something amazing. I also use this conditioner. Another thing that you want is to have great conditioning treatments for your hair. Make sure you treat your ends really nicely. And you want to kind of ditch the curling iron. You want to ditch the blow dryer. If you have to use them because you're going to a special event, then you're going to want to have it protected. Out you too, sir. Anyway, so I like to use coconut oil, and I put just a little bit on my ends. It kind of makes my hair shiny too, all throughout, and that's how I protect mine if I'm going to use a curling iron, if I'm going to use something like that. But you have to understand, I only use a curling iron maybe twice a year because it really can damage your hair easily. And so if you want it long, you've got to stay away from that. Also, my other #1 secret is this, or things like this. Make sure it doesn't have brackets because the brackets will actually pull your hair out. I keep my hair up all day long. This is what I look like always. Always. Unless I'm talking to you in a video or I'm going somewhere or like shopping or to see a friend or something, then my hair comes down, but for the most part it stays up, including nights. At nighttime your hair can get all sorts of tangled, so you definitely want to make sure that you keep it up and keep it protected. You want to kind of tuck it in. I do a crazy fun bun, but then I do tuck in my ends to protect them. And like things like I no longer leave my window down while I'm driving if my hair is down, because then the wind will break it as well. So you have to really think about a lot of things. So if you want really pretty hair and you want it long, you're going to have to work for it. Okay? Oh, and also bobby pins are my best friend. If you notice the video below here, my hair has no curling iron at all, and it's just done with just different types of bobby pins, and I kind of play with it, and I love hair care. So you can make it work for you, and it can be really fun, but just, hey, remember, get rid of your combs, try and stay away from heat products, and unless you have protection, and for your hair, and keep it up, 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 and have a great shampoo, okay, and conditioner. So how does that pertain to writing? And how in the world would I mean to make that work for writing and for writing a novel and doing it for the long haul? Well, when I write, I actually have to give up things. I mean, every single author, okay, doesn't matter who you are, we get to that boring part of the story where we just want to quit. I mean, there's like this middle hump that goes on where you're just writing so fast and so excited because the story's like going amazing when you start and these characters are awesome and new, and then you're like, oh, I have so much more to go, and you just don't want to do it anymore. You're just like, come on, the story is taking forever, and you're just like, Urgh. And then once you get over that, then it's just downhill really fast, and you quickly end it. Sometimes I end my stories too fast, and I have to go back in and kind of add a couple more chapters to really explain more what's going on. But every author goes through that. How do you get through the middle? Carson, I can hear you, and I'm videotaping. I need you to be quiet. Thank you. I have children. They should be asleep, but they've just watched the new Harry Potter. Okay, so, not the new Harry Potter, they're watching number 4. We're doing them all in order so that way we can watch the Harry Potter. Go down. Thank you, sir. So, I've got, where was I? Oh, so, what you want to do is when you get to that point, you have got to really discipline yourself. I think one of the best things I ever did was I gave up television. Completely. I don't watch any television at all. Now, we do watch movies, as you can tell. My kids are pinging off at Harry Potter. But I do not watch television at all. At all. Yeah, I'm like really boring and dumb, right? I don't expect you to give up television completely, but really time management. What are those shows? I mean, definitely watch your favorite shows, but really, do you have to be watching the other ones? You know, the ones that are just on because, you know, they're there and your dad and brother are watching them, and you're just like, I mean, you're actually losing brain cells because you're watching them. You like get stupider when the TV turns off. Yeah, those, walk away. Go sit down and write then. That's a great time to write. Go kind of find, even if you can't have access to a computer, there's a lot of times that I'll just have a notebook with me always, and then I write down the next scene or what's coming to my head, and then as soon as I do have access to a computer, I sit right down and type it all in. But I have certain notebooks for each book that I've written, and it's kind of cool. Like, you can, I guess they'll be like they're kind of fun because you can go back and see where I was doing and what I was doodling or whatever. So like if I'm waiting for one of my kids at a game or something, I'll pull out my notebook and start writing. But definitely just, there's those times in your life. I mean, there's times and bits during your day that you've got time to write. You just have to do it. You're going to need to sit down. You're going to need to keep your hair up, so to speak. I mean, you're going to have to actually sit your butt in that chair and do it every single day. So you really want to write at least 15 minutes a day. That's all. Just 15 minutes a day, and you'll have a story. You'll have a story quicker than you realize. So, and then sometimes, if you're like me, once you start writing, then you get really excited, and you just keep going and going and going, which is the best way to do it. You get into a story and you do it. And you're going to have to just lay off the edits. Don't stress about the edits. If there's a part that you don't like, just highlight it. Once you're to your computer, just highlight it, put it all, I like to put mine all in blue highlight, like that really pretty like turquoise blue color, and then I can find it again later when I'm ready to edit, say, oh, I didn't really like that scene, but moving on. So then you can just rewrite it later. Just keep moving. Don't stunt yourself. Now if you come and you're just having total mind block, writer's block, if you're having total writer's block and you just don't know what to write next and you're just staring at it and like going, okay, that means something is wrong with your story. That means your characters have stopped talking to you. So what you have to do is you go back, read from that chapter down, the last chapter, and get back into the story and see what was happening, and then get to your part and realize what is wrong. Something else needs to happen. Somebody else needs to walk into a room. An alien needs to abduct someone. Someone comes in with a gun. I don't care what happens. Somebody runs away. Somebody kisses somebody. Something else has to happen. Your story needs a drastic change at that point to keep the excitement going, because if you're bored, guaranteed your readers are going to be bored too. So remember, if you've got writer's block, just go back and try and find a different angle. Maybe you were supposed to walk out the door that you just shut. You never know. Completely just go with it and see where your characters take you. Listen to your characters. They will always, always, always write the story better than you will. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. Listen to your characters. Okay, so remember, if you want to have long hair, or if you want to stick it for the long haul for a story and be one of those 2% that actually finishes, then you're gonna have to sit down and you're gonna have to do it, and you're gonna have to motivate yourself. So with me, I like to have water with me, and I like to have a little bit of candy. If I can't have candy, then I like an apple or a strawberry, something to munch on, just to keep myself going and sitting there. It's like my own special treat. So find your own thing that you like. I know a lot of people use music. I do when I'm writing something sad. I love to have kind of a gripping song keep going in the background, in the background, in the background, over and over again on repeat. That really helps me when I'm writing something sad, like kind of like Prince Tennyson or Persuaded. I found really sad. And but if I'm writing comedy, I can't have any music at all. I have to have complete silence. But find out what works for you and make sure that you use it. Make sure that helps you get right back into your story again and gets you excited again. Your home fun assignment is, if you first off have a story that you haven't finished yet, what I want you to do is I want you to write some new scenes, write me a couple more chapters, and then I want you to put your new favorite bit that you wrote. Only has to be around 300, 400 words or whatever. Put it down below in the comment section. Now, if you've already written one full story, whatever, and you're done with that, then I want you to go. You have a lot of ideas in your head. You have about 4 or 5 other stories, don't you? I know you do. So what I want you to do is I want you to start one of those stories, okay? For those of you that already have a book written, start another one. Start one of those stories that you've been just sitting on and wasn't sure about. I don't care how you started. I don't care if it isn't perfect. Just start it, and then I want you to kind of write your favorite part down below and show me what you've done, okay? Happy writing, everybody. I hope this helps motivate you and at least let you see you're going to need some discipline. You are going to need to find time in your life to write, and you're going to have to make yourself do it. Remember, it's going to be beautiful in the end, and you'll be really, really happy that you did. Okay? Goodbye, and I'll see you next week.